G'day guys, welcome to My Blue Heaven. We are that team. We really are that team. And whether opposition fans like it or not, they definitely don't like it. In fact, they fucking loathe it. We really are that team. We are that team which is red hot. And I mean red hot. Steaming, searing, scorching, boiling, blistering. We are that team. When you listen to opposition coaches in post-match press conferences, they look deadpan into the camera and they reveal this. We threw everything at them, but they were just too good. Too big, too strong, too well drilled, too powerful, just too good. We are that team that is no longer flimsy, no longer untrustworthy, no longer shaky, no longer fragile. We are that team that is consistent, dependable, steady, persistent, and in harmony. We are that team that has gears, and I mean serious gears, devastating gears, potent gears. We really are that team. We are that team that can take the game away from the oppo in a blink of an eye. It's something to behold. We are that team that has the players, but more importantly, we are that team that has the team. The band of brothers, the collective forces that for the most part appears unbreakable. We are that team that finally had their once questioned and flawed stars at the peak of their absolute power. Cripps, Walsh, Curnow, Wiedering, Mackay, and now TDK. We are that team whose recruits have found their place, finally are making their mark. Hewitt, Kennedy, Akers, Sard, Williams, Newman, Chera, McGovern, and now O'Hollins and even Fantasia. The silk, the class, the clinical finishes off the back of blue-collar work ethic. And mostly, we are now that team that Oppo fans say, where did the fuck did that player come from? Where's our Alex Chincotta? Where's our Jordan Boyd? Where's our Lockie Fogarty? Or where's our Lockie Cowan? We really are that team. But in saying all this, when I left the G yesterday, after another barnstorming clinical performance where we put to bed an old foe, a once powerhouse of the competition, I reflected on the Tigers and how their fans would be feeling right now. Or better still, I reflected how their fans were feeling, in fact, back in 2017. You see, in 2017, only 6 years ago, I repeat, yes, only 6 years ago, they were, Richmond, doing exactly what we are doing right now. After years of false dawns and failed campaigns, for Richmond in 2017, at this very moment, it all appeared to click. And I mean, it all clicked. Their stars finally aligned. After such a long time in the wilderness, it's such a strange feeling. You see, I want to be happy. I want to enjoy the ride. I kind of am, and I'm kind of not. Maybe it's just me. But as I reflected yesterday, it dawned on me that there is such a long way to go. Just as it was such a long way to go for Richmond after round 16 in 2017. Because essentially, we are that team that hasn't won a grand final since 1995, 30 fucking years ago. And although right now the future doesn't look bright for the Tigers, I couldn't help feel amongst the gloom and doom of their current plight, there was still a sense of contentment amongst their throng of loyal fans that braved another belting on a bleak, cold winter's day at the MCG. And wasn't it great to cop a belting at our hands? Because at the very least, though, they were that team that cashed in on a golden period. They were that team that went all the way in 2017. They were the team that cashed in on it when it all clicked. And they were that team that created a dynasty. And finally, they were that team that struck while the iron was red fucking hot. Today, I can't help feel as much as we are that team, we aren't that team yet. Not even just yet. There is a mountain of work still to be done. There is still a mountain of work to be done to even reach that one pinnacle, let alone the dynasty that Richmond created. Everything right now feels great. It really does. And for that, I am very grateful. But, and it's a big but, like Richmond did in 2017, and I'll leave you with this. Are we that team that can strike while the iron is hot? Because right now, we have achieved something, but we have achieved nothing. Take care.